Wait a minute, what am I doing? Two men and a what? Two friends from film school, one who graduated, one who did, and they decided to make a podcast. Okay, this has never been done before, right? Okay. This is Matthew and Harrison's Two Men in a Movie. It's not what it sounds like.
I signed up just for a bit, right? 'Cause I had some extra time to read the newspaper. Then I didn't, so I canceled. And then, like 3 months later, it started showing up again, so I had to cancel again. And then, like a year later, it started showing up again, so I had to cancel again. And each time I had a long phone call. And then there's like 8 months where I was being charged. Each month I didn't notice.
Yeah.
And I looked, and I wasn't receiving it. And they were just mailing it to like an old address. And so I yelled at them a lot. I threatened to come into their location of work to yell at them.
Did you get a refund of the 8 months that they charged you?
No.
Oh,
That's the most like boomer I've ever. I was so furious because if I hadn't already canceled, if I just discovered they redid it, I'd be like normally angry.
Yeah,
It
sure.
was like the fourth time I had to cancel that.
So did they tell you they canceled every time?
Yeah, every time on the phone call, they did cancel. They canceled it each time, and then the subscription would just restart. After that, they kept calling me to resubscribe. In between every time, they'd be calling me to resubscribe constantly. Every time I picked up my phone, it was the Akron Beacon Journal. I had like a vendetta. I was stumbling through like the streets of Akron. A psycho killer was playing, just looking at the newspaper everywhere, and it was terrible. It was not a good time in my life. It was pretty dark, and I think that's the lowest point in my life overall. Really, it's being gang stalked by the Akron Beacon Journal. Welcome to the Two Men in a Movie podcast, where each week one man shows another man a movie can't believe he hasn't seen. As always, I'm your chronically gang stalked host, Matthew Olczyk, joined as always by my gang stalker.
What?
Gang stalker. OG gang stalker. My co-host and co-husband, Harrison Poole. How are you doing?
Fine. Confused, but fine. How are you today?
Oh, I've been soaring this week.
Oh?
I mean, we've talked about it a bit, but have you seen the news?
No, tell me.
By icon
Oh, sure.
Donald J. Trump.
Yeah. Is that real? Even if it isn't, it's a great story.
It's an email from Epstein to his brother. And his brother said, yes, it's real. No, I will answer no further questions. So, like, and there's a lot of people out there saying, oh, it's the horse. There's a horse named Bubba. I'm like, that's not funny.
That's what?
That's not fun. Let me explain this to you, right?
Sure.
Normally, prominent political figure sucking off a horse, very funny. But in this case, the funnier option is Bill Clinton. Because that means that man's dick has ruined 2 presidencies.
Sure, his own and Trump's?
Yeah, he needs one more in his rule of 3s.
I mean, are we counting his wife's potential presidency?
No, that didn't ruin it.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I would argue the Clinton of it all wasn't...
Hillary Clinton ruined Hillary Clinton. The Hillary Clinton's
Sure, you know what?
campaign failed because of the unfortunate fact for her that she's in fact Hillary Clinton.
That is so fair. You know what? Never mind.
Like, the only way she could have won if she was running against, like, Nancy Pelosi.
Sure.
But I've been riding high on that all week. It's nice to see everything falling apart for them. It's nice to constantly have my own personal beliefs vindicated and shown to be true.
That it doesn't matter what the actual facts are. The way you take him down is to make him look weak and stupid.
Yeah, that truth is nebulous, and a reality more often than not is going to either be stupid or funny. A lot of people believe in like an ordered universe or like something where things like follow physical laws, and I believe in a universe that is stupid and funny. And that everything's just kind of ends up, it's either going to be, like so many times, just the most stupid or funny thing happens. Like 9 times out of 10, I feel.
Okay. I mean,
especially more and more and more.
Politically, absolutely. But you believe that in like the real world application?
Yeah.
Can you name an example?
I mean, look at all these people having problems in my life, you know?
People have problems.
Yeah, and like you have money problems, reasonable.
Sure, yeah.
I think a lot of people's problems are either stupid or funny. Nonsensical, perhaps, is a better word.
I'll cop to. I'll agree to that 100%.
Because nonsensical can be stupid or funny. So I think using like nonsensical is the right word.
Sure.
Like body dysmorphia is stupid. And I say this because I've never been told. I've never like experienced someone who has body dysmorphia where it's like even like remotely true. You know, like with anxiety, right? People can be anxious about things that are like, okay, there's uncertainty there, right?
Yeah.
But like I've never had someone be like, body dysmorphia, I'm ugly, and they're not like hot as shit. So I find that infuriating.
I mean, it's their brain lying to them. And if we want to use the word stupid, absolutely.
My therapist says I can't hit them with bats.
You cannot hit people
I
with
told her I
bats.
wasn't a doctor, so I didn't know what else to do. But
You can't hit people with bats. You just...
whatever's one of those plastic hollow bats
Okay. Air?
that you give to kids, you know,
A
for
little bit of sand?
like a wiffle ball.
Oh, the foam ones?
Yeah, no, the ones that were like the kind of hollow, you know.
That are just plastic.
It's
and
like the injected molded ones.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Okay.
I can't get one of those and hit them
No, maybe
until they stop having it,
Maybe one of the inflatable,
like inflatable mallets.
Yeah, and then just a
What
small
about,
bonk.
yeah, can I just start bopping people?
No, I don't think you can start bopping people. I think you can lightly bonk them.
Bam, bam,
No,
bam. Do you think-
I think. Boop.
I
Stop
think
that.
I think that would fix them. I'm gonna beat it out.
It wouldn't.
It's how you get dust out of a rug.
Okay, but that's human brains are not dust in a rug. In fact, many of the problems of
Well, no, the human brain
brains,
is the rug. The dust is the body dysmorphia.
then you will give them something else,
This is some ancient Polish medication.
and it's wrong.
This is babushka medicine.
Okay. Anyway,
How we solve things back in the old country.
Sure. It all depends on what our definition of stupid is. Kind of like what our like a couple episodes or in a Superman episode. But if we're using stupid as nonsensical, like literal does not follow sensory logic, then I agree with you. If we're using stupid as like unintelligent, very intelligent people have body dysmorphia.
I'm using stupid like, oh, that's stupid. Like, that's what I think when I see it.
Maybe then, but yeah, like body dysmorphia doesn't make sense. Like but it's also
It's
your
just
brain
being
lying.
wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
Apparently, your brain's lying to you with the pressure, right? But at least that's a process. This is a binary state where you're just wrong. So just be correct.
You can't just be correct. It is your brain lying. When they look in the mirror, they don't see the person that we see.
Well, let them go. They should get their eyes checked.
The thing is, their eyes work. It's their brain. They see something else. Like the image when they look in a mirror is not what we see them as. It's a different image. Like
They need new eyes then or something.
but
That's
their eye, you can get their eyes tested and they work. It's their brain lying to them.
And if that was true, they'd be like, "Oh, this is a delicious pear," and I'm like, "That's an apple." You know, because they're seeing things differently. Apparently, we live in a world where nothing's what it is.
Only themselves. It's not nothing.
Yeah,
it's themselves.
Seems silly.
The brain is lying to the brain,
That's pretty silly, right?
which is
there.
silly. It is. Like,
Oh, I see a different person when I look in the mirror. All right, Michael Jackson. Okay, calm down.
okay.
Speaking of calming down, I'm going to start doing... I have a friend who says they're a term.
A term? Trans inclusion radical misogyny?
Yeah.
A trans inclusionary radical misogyny?
Yeah, they hate all women, and that includes trans women. I want to... I'm gonna,
Is this real?
yeah, I
They're-
want to do my... they say that. I'm going to do my own thing where... I like playing a character where it's a person who believes everything Fox News says, but fundamentally doesn't understand the arguments Fox News is making.
Yeah. I've met those people.
But like bonkers. Like I want to be like really anti-trans, but I'm flipping it, right? So it's like I'm so glad that Mary stopped being Steve. Like they were pretending to be a man for the first like 20 years of their lives, like being like just going to the bathrooms. That's weird. You see what I'm doing here? You see what I'm constructing here?
Sure.
I'm gonna start doing that.
They were a predator for the first 20 years
I'm
of
so
their life.
glad that they're finally a woman, like they're supposed to be, pretending to be a man for 25 years.
Oh, sure. Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
That the coming out is them stopping being trans.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, Mary's dad keeps calling her Steve, so I guess he diddles kids, supports pedophilia. Glad she finally came to the light of God.
We need to fix her dad, man.
It's why he keeps saying, "Oh, his name's Mike and he's a guy." I'm like, okay, fucking kids lately, John? Like, what are you talking about? She finally stopped going in men's bathrooms to oogle dicks, using a real proper woman's bathroom like a woman should.
Exactly.
Wearing dresses like a woman should.
Exactly.
This is part of the character I play that also doesn't know what World War II is.
Like, just doesn't, like, has never heard of it, or...
Yeah, like, World War II?
Do they know, like, the Holocaust?
No.
Or...
That's where it leads. Because it's like World War II, like, because this was the Great War. Like, what do you consider World War I then?
The Great War is World War One.
There's another one?
Yeah, like 20... Like,
What?
Like 20 years later.
Was it big?
Yes. It was a world war.
Fuck. Who's the bad guy?
Germany.
Are you sure this is a different war?
Yes.
Hang on, let me Google it.
Let me Google it.
6 million?
So,
did they get to Israel?
oh, buddy. Have I told you?
Does anyone not? How are people not talking about 6 million Jews?
They are kind of often.
That's so many.
Some people don't believe it. Not like didn't know it happened, but don't believe it happened, or don't believe it was as bad as it was.
Oh, wow.
So, have I told you my idea of making a World War I movie?
No.
Okay. So I want to make like an accurate, historically accurate movie about like one of the battles of World War I. But the entire time they're calling it World War I.
Oh yeah, I think you've told me this.
It's the only major historical inaccuracy.
Maybe they're just all particularly nihilistic folk. Like, there's going to be another one. I've seen the draft of the Treaty of Versailles.
But it hasn't happened yet.
There's going to be another one. I've been talking to some diplomats. They want Germany to make telegraph poles.
Oh my god.
So that's not going to end well. They did what to Japan?
Twice?
They did it twice?
In like 2 weeks? So, does this character not know of any World War II media?
No. And like, if you mention one, they've never seen it. They assume it's about the Great War.
So they think like Oppenheimer or Saving Private Ryan is about...
Oppenheimer is original work by Christopher Nolan.
Oh, sure.
Never seen it. Has something to do with Barbie.
Yeah.
What's the other movie?
Saving Private Ryan?
Yeah, that's obviously about the Great War.
It's about Normandy. It's about D-Day. Well, it's about trying to find this man whose
American
brothers died in
soldiers
D-Day.
trying to rescue a boy. That sounds like Great War to me. Perhaps some good old doughboys. Some good old doughboys in the trenches.
So when they hear people talk about World War III, they're like, there was never a second one.
We're really making a jump here. Are we in World War II now?
I don't even... What did he just skip weeks to months of history, all of high school every year?
I didn't really pay attention in history. I didn't really pay attention in history class.
But you would still casually hear 6 million and casually hear... If you were in the room, you would casually hear things.
So they're talking about like 6 million doughboys that we sent over to fight the Austrians.
Okay.
He like works at like a job. Like in a mailroom probably or something. He's like a mailroom manager.
Oh, well, hell yeah. Like a post office? Like for the post office or like...
For like a big company. And he goes there, he does the mailroom, he comes home. He's not married, but he has a dog and he's happily single.
Well, yeah. I was going to say, listen, I'm not saying World War II comes up every day, but it comes up just because it happened, especially in these unprecedented times.
He's really proud of the woman his wife is, because she used to be a pedophile who would use men's bathrooms.
Oh, okay.
So he's really proud that she got to a point in her life where she'd stop pretending to be a man to little kids.
Good for both of them. I hope they're very happy. Does she know about World War II?
Yeah, but she never brings it up.
Okay.
And he never brings it up. And she just assumes that he calls it the Great War for some reason instead of World War One.
But World War One is the Great. So, yeah. But she doesn't know that.
She doesn't think it's weird that he's saying the Great Wars. she's like, why aren't you saying World War One? She never is like, why do you say that? Because most people say World War One, not the Great War.
Yeah.
And she assumes it's just like a weird quirk where he just says the Great War instead of World War One. And then she'll occasionally make jokes about the Greater War, and he laughs, but he doesn't understand what she's saying.
That's good. That's good. I like that a lot. Yeah, I don't know where you would put these characters, but like they're good characters.
It's like a sitcom neighbor.
Yeah.
And it's never brought up until like the last episode of the series. I think the last episode of the series, the main character who's Jewish is going to a Holocaust remembrance thing. And Mark's like, oh, can I come? And he's like, sure. And that's where he finds out. He's in the synagogue.
Sure. Have I told you my idea for a 1-season Adult Swim show?
No.
So this writing exercise was what is the most offensive show I could come up with that could get greenlit. And so it's so Hitler and Tupac are in Argentina and they're roommates. And their neighbors are Elvis and Andy Kaufman.
Okay, yeah, that could get greenlit.
I don't know what wacky. It was truly the premise. I didn't think of what wacky shenanigans they.
So I could come up with more offensive ones, but I couldn't get greenlit.
That's the thing. Yeah.
It's like how either Cheech or Chong, I forget which one. One of them had a band that was called 3 N-words and S word or C word, and that was like their band that they would perform at bars under that name. And he was the only non-black member of that band, obviously.
Yeah, because I could see this being. I couldn't see this lasting a while, but I could see this being like a 6-episode, 1-season show.
What about an HBO series? It's like a dramatic telling of Helen Keller's life, and she's a fraud. And that's the big kind of twist of the series. I don't know if you could pull that off dramatically. You could definitely do it as a comedy show. What about an HBO series that reveal it's a dramatic show and it's about a secret operation against Nazis under which they created the story of Anne Frank for?
Oh.
What about like a Fault in Our Stars, right? But they're like siblings.
No, that could not.
You don't think? Step siblings.
That's the thing. That's the line. That's the exact line. In maybe because steps weirdly there's a lot of not even just in porn but just like in TV.
Yeah.
Step sibling love, the forbidden step sibling love, is a weirdly common trope.
I'm gonna have
were they raised as siblings?
Yeah.
I don't think you could get that greenlit. If they were like introduced, see if it was a Drake and Josh situation,
Zendaya, Tom Holland, step sibling sex scene on the big screen.
The thing is, you can't show them as child
A
actors.
Fault in Our Family.
Okay, so they both have cancer.
Yeah, it's genetic.
But that's not how that works. They're not. So it's just both sides randomly have it.
Yeah. I forgot how step siblings worked for a second.
You would have to pitch this very specifically, but you almost might be able to get away with this.
Maybe they're half siblings.
No, you can't even. You would never. There can be 0 blood, and they have
But
to
they're
be.
also step siblings.
What?
So a guy. Hang on.
Because then just their parents would be together. Unless they're
Mormon,
different dads.
They're
and
Mormon, two wives.
Yeah.
Half sibling stepchildren.
I don't know. You can't. No, they can't share blood. That's the thing. Is they can't share blood, and I don't think you can get away with them being.
You
raised
say
as
that, but
siblings.
fucking Euphoria has like high schoolers fucking and doing drugs.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. But they don't have siblings fucking and doing drugs. Well, they have siblings doing drugs, but they don't have siblings fucking each other. They have friends sleeping with other friends, but significant others.
Yeah, but they're children.
Are they? They're like freshmen in college, right? They're like.
I'm pretty sure they're high schoolers.
I've never seen Euphoria. They're like 18.
The main
right?
character's 17.
Jesus Christ! I thought that it was like. I thought that they were like 19.
No, they're fucking children in high school fucking each other. That's all. They're all 17-year-olds.
Oh my god, it's okay.
Like, if anyone says, like, Euphoria is their favorite show, I'm like, I'm gonna call the cops on you.
I am now immediately suspicious.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, I didn't know much about the show other than season 3 has taken like 7 years to make, and everyone wants season 3. But all of the actors are famous now and like do other stuff. But like,
I probably don't want to do the show where they play high schoolers fucking.
yeah. I mean, now that makes sense.
It's a horny goddamn show.
Now that I know what it is, that's
Yeah,
a red
it's
flag.
why I've never trusted anyone who's like, I love Euphoria. Even if you just say I love Euphoria, I'm like, huh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Now,
Because now you've explained yourself to me.
Yeah, you.
Why?
But what if someone genuinely is like, I think it tells a brutally honest story of what it is like to be in a tumultuous relationship as a child. Like if they really do like the portrayal. I'm not saying
That's so, but like, listen to how weird it is to be like, my favorite narrative concept I've seen is the tumultuous relationship between children.
Yeah, agreed. But there's a difference between like evading the question and genuinely answering. Like, I think it is very interesting the way that Sean Levinson.
Well, see, then
he, like the way he portrays.
I don't trust them because they're not just out and coming saying they like the child fucking. They're using different words to say it. They're being tricksy.
But what if it's not about the child fucking? What if the child fucking is? It's not. It's like not even.
It's not worse. Wanting to see child fucking is like bad.
I think wanting to see it
is bad. I think being really invested in the relationships of children is weirder.
Okay, let me put
like if I found two people who were taken into custody because they were hanging around at high school too much, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of them wanted to fuck kids, right?
Yeah.
And the other one's like, I'm really keeping track of all these kids' relationships and the drama within it. Like, I'd be like, that's the weird one. Like, he's John the
You're not illegal. You're not a criminal. You're not a monster.
John the pedophile is bad.
He's a monster. You're weird.
Weird.
Yeah.
Maybe even more of a monster because his brain, something's just flipped wrong. Something in his brain isn't working right.
But I think it is. Do you think that if they enjoy watching it in fiction, that they watch kids?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on like a show like Skins that like is created by a father and son duo where the son is like 20 something telling the story of teenagers, and like a lot of the writing staff is teenagers, at least for the first series, that like it's telling the sex lives and drug lives.
Who's the primary audience?
Teens.
Oh, that's fine.
But like if an adult is like,
yeah,
I think it's fascinating that children wrote this show.
If an adult, yeah,
like you.
That's weird.
I think that's the only way it's not weird. I think if you like the show, like for anything else other than it is fascinating that literal children wrote.
If I wanted to see a show made by children for children, I'd watch Kid Nation.
That was a show made by adults for adults.
The adults merely set the stage.
No, the adults created the show.
The children are the ones that did all the weird fucked up shit.
Yeah.
They were merely presented with a situation, and the kids determined what that situation was. The kids are the authors of that show.
Yes, almost to a criminal degree.
Yeah, rocks.
But that is a show written, everything that those children react to has
I'm putting that on my big board of things
adults.
Matthew thinks rocks. Kid Nation.
So
the guy I was reading on a forum who didn't believe in hieroglyphics.
What?
So he's a computer science major. It doesn't make logical sense to him how you could translate this language. He thinks hieroglyphics is like a decorative coat of arms kind of thing, and then we've just reinterpreted it to be language, and that anyone who says it's a language is just making stuff up, because how would you translate it? He also fundamentally seemed to misunderstand the difference between language, a written language, and a cipher. He kept saying, well, how do you do this? And people are like, it's not a cipher. Like, it's not. He's treating it like it's a one-for-one cipher, and that's not how language works.
Sure.
The written language works. And he was like, no, I just don't. I've never seen the linguists argue. Like, how do we know it says that? And every time I ask, they're like, well, an expert says it says that. And, as a computer scientist, it just doesn't make sense to me as an in-out process. How come translations differ if it's real?
And this is why engineers are forced to take creative writing classes.
He went on for pages of this forum. Everyone was just dogpiling this man. He's like, someone's like, I don't know who to root for. This one fucking idiot who said that he expected this because he got the same reaction on Reddit, or the entire field of linguistics. It's one of the most incredible things ever. Like I said, I've been doing very good this week. Trump sucking Clinton, this man who's like hieroglyphics isn't real. What do you mean hieroglyphics isn't real? It's like someone's like, that's like saying like French isn't real because you can't understand it, because you can't translate French. French isn't a real language. Because I don't know how I could translate it. He was really struggling with the concept that a hieroglyphic is a sound, which is how they translate it, is that they figure out the sounds of hieroglyphics. And then you can translate hieroglyphics into those sounds, and you go, these sounds are kind of like language. Mm-hmm. And then you can translate other things that you kind of know what their meaning is supposed to be. So he keeps saying that like written languages aren't a thing coming from language, because there's the idea that like, I mean, you can't just tell me that you can decipher the French written because you know French.
What?
Well, because they're saying that they could understand the written form of cuneiform.
Yeah.
Because people spoke Persian.
Yeah.
Because that's the underlying language.
Yes.
And what he's saying that's not true, which is like saying, so you're saying you can decipher the Chinese script because you know Chinese?
Yeah.
No, that's not data driven. It's one of the world's dumbest fucking people.
Jesus Christ.
Posting in a thread for linguistics people, like actual linguists. It's a thread where linguists argue with each other. Something he claims he never sees.
Why do engineers need to take an English class?
They rock, dude. All those people fucking rock. Shouts out to all you people. I love you. Keep fucking posting. I just want to eat up all your stuff, dude. Delicious. I love seeing a fucking idiot post something. I want more people just being really hard, doubling down on just insane things like hieroglyphics isn't real.
Is he doubling down that it isn't real, or that it wasn't translated correctly?
He doesn't think the translation can be done. He's saying that hieroglyphics isn't a language. It's a decorative script that's just put on things that then people are pretending is a language.
I'm done.
He says it's on top of the Rosetta Stone because they put it there because people is associated with authority. It doesn't actually mean anything.
I'm done.
It's not a language.
I quit. I'm done with him.
That was his entire take. Was
Jesus
that
Christ.
Hieroglyphics isn't a language. Cuneiform isn't a language.
Jesus Christ. I'm so happy you're happy.
I'm soaring in the sky, hard as a rock, dude.
And on that note, so it's another theater movie. Technically, you picked the movie, but it's more of a theater movie this week.
Yeah, I will be bringing Birth of a Nation next week.
No, next week is the one before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So are we bringing a movie?
I'm gonna bring a YouTube video.
Okay.
We'll watch it after recording, and you'll have a whole week to think of your thoughts on it.
Okay, just send me the link. I'll just
We're
watch
gonna
it on my
watch
own
it
time.
together. It's 5 minutes, actually.
Okay, so Running Man, the Running Man, the man ran.
Don't run, don't walk to see Running Man.
This movie rules. This movie rips.
It does
so
rip so
goddamn
hard.
hard. So
I don't understand why more people don't like it.
I mean, it has flaws, but it also is perfect.
It has like
It
it's
has-
no more flawed than a Marvel movie.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. But it's being taken seriously as a real movie because Edgar Wright is like a real artsy director. Also, I am shocked that people are surprised that this movie isn't making money. Edgar Wright isn't a box office guy. Like, he never has been. Like, his only movie that has made any real money in America is Baby Driver. And if The Running Man made Baby Driver money, it would have broken even. So they expect... It's the Paul Thomas Anderson One Battle After Another thing. They're not box office guys. And while I'm
that's
so
why they
happy...
had to do the Fortnite tie-in.
Yeah, I'm so happy that like they were able to like get these $100 million movies made, but I don't understand how anyone is shocked that they didn't make their money back or aren't going to make their money back.
Because most people don't think about directors.
I guess
Most people go, "Oh, movie,
okay,
watch it."
sure. I mean, I figure most people know specific directors, maybe not Edgar Wright and Paul Thomas Anderson, but they know what like a Spielberg or a Scorsese.
Yeah, but I feel like if we were to like poll most people going into that theater when we were there, they wouldn't know who directed the movie.
I'm sure Edgar Wright is one of those people that I will almost argue the only people who go to see Edgar Wright movies are Edgar Wright fans.
Yeah.
So like, anyway, so this is an adaptation of the Stephen King novel, which I have not read. Have you read?
Yeah, it's under a different title. It's The Man Who Doesn't Walk.
Yeah. It's also by a different author named Richard Bachman.
Yeah.
So it's under the
Has nothing to
pseudonym.
do with running or television, actually.
Right. It's,
Has nothing in common with this movie whatsoever.
yeah, it's about the government chasing you where you have to walk at 4 miles an hour for hours a day.
Is that the government that does that?
That's what the long walk
It's the government?
It's the military, right?
I don't know. I assumed it's some just old man that did it for fun.
No, I think it's the military is forcing these group of people to walk for money.
Is that it?
And if they stop walking, they die.
I'm gonna be real with you. I assumed it was
I've
about.
not seen the long walk.
I assumed it was about an old man who just decided to kidnap a bunch of people, make them walk for some indeterminate reason. Which I guess the fact that there might actually be more to that's why people went and saw it.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is everyone seeing this? This idea sucks. I'm gonna kidnap you and make you walk. Okay.
I love that Richard Bachman, Stephen King's The Long Walk and The Running Man both came out in theaters this year. So Glenn Powell plays Ben Richards, who is a poor man with a sick daughter,
Very
and
angry.
a waitress at like a not strip clubby nightclub.
Very angry.
Wife. He's the angriest person who's ever auditioned for the TV company. And he's trying to get his wife and kid out of Slumside. We know he's the angriest man in the world because he brings his daughter to try and get his job back so that he doesn't beat his old boss's face into the desk.
Also, the network government tells him he's the angriest man.
Yes. And he's been fired from every job basically for doing the right thing. Every job he's ever had, he has been fired because he's talked to union reps or he's like protected some guy to the detriment of the project. And it's insubordination every time, but he is doing the what was Josh Brolin said something like you stuck your neck out one too many times and your head got chopped off. And so he goes to audition for this is set in a dystopian future in the year 2025.
Really off the mark, I'd say.
Yeah, it's
No parallels.
reality TV game shows are basically the only way anyone makes any real money, but also they don't make any real money. The currency is all in called new dollars.
And they run the government.
The game shows run the government, yes. The network runs the government. And so Ben goes to audition for any game show that isn't The Running Man. The Running Man is when they select 3 contestants and they have to run from these 5 hunters for 30 days. Also, they have to run
entirety of the country.
And they all have this app to like scan him and report him and
For money.
for new dollars for money. For $3,000 new dollars for a credible report and $10,000 if it leads to a kill. And he doesn't want to audition for The Running Man because he doesn't want to leave a widow and a 2-year-old with a dead dad. But he's the angriest person to ever audition.
Off the charts. They can't believe it. The show's been going for a while.
7 seasons.
7 seasons.
No, 6 seasons because it's the season finale, and the end is the season 7 premiere.
But it's been going for and hundreds and hundreds of people audition, and none of them have ever been this angry.
And Josh Brolin plays the executive producer, head of the company, and he thinks that Ben Richards could win. He also thinks he's good for TV. That because he's the angriest man in the world, he's easily painted as a villain, and he'll kill the hunters.
It's such a weird concept that they paint him as the villain to me.
Yeah.
Like when I watch a game show, right? I'm not rooting for everyone to lose.
Sure. No, yeah, me neither. Well, this is a different world, you see. This is 2025, where the entire country is
But they have other
is
game
against...
shows where you're rooting for the winner.
No, but the winner are the hunters. They're rooting for the hunters to win.
I guess it's just weird to me that it's a game show. I feel if they just call it a reality show, that fix any issue I had with it.
The running one, or
The Running Man.
Specifically the Running Man?
The idea that it's a game show and not a reality show.
I mean,
Because then it'd be like
they're playing for money.
Yeah, I guess that's why it's a game show. I don't know. It's a minor quibble. It has nothing to do with that. It doesn't bring down my enjoyment at all. I'm just like, it's really weird that they're rooting really hard for like this guy to lose at Jeopardy.
Because they are anti-commie. They're anti-union, anti-commie, and they're anti-poor people. Because the rich people have been
it's like a
privileged
bunch of
and
Fox people watching
brainwashed
Wheel
by the
of
network.
Fortune, but
Yeah.
everyone is gay and trans, and they want them to lose.
I guess. I mean, it's what if Big Brother was the most dangerous game?
Big Brother's, that's what I'm saying, Big Brother's a reality show.
But they keep calling, well, the show itself calls it a game. It is a reality show. It is also a game show. Actually, Big Brother is probably the best analog. Except as what if Big Brother was also the most dangerous game?
Because they're also mostly following the hunters. Like, that's the viewpoint for the audience, is the hunters and the recordings they send in.
Yeah, because they have to be on tape for 10 minutes a day and then mail in their tape to the network.
Yeah.
And then you'll get people who like stand by the mailbox and like keep watch to like try and kill the Running Man. But they don't like civilian kills. So Ben Richards is tricked or convinced. He auditions for any show that isn't the Running Man, and then he gets the Running Man. And then Dan Killian, Josh Brolin, it basically not even smooth talks and threatens and convince, like, he's just like, I think you can win and you'll set up your family for life. And also giving your status, you need this. Also, I know where your wife and daughter live now. And so he's on the Running Man.
He's the titular Running Man.
He is the run. Well, there were.
It was a running man, a running woman, and a running fuckboy.
I wouldn't describe Tim as a fuck boy. I would describe
Sad
Tim
boy?
as as a sad boy. He's socially inept, but I mean, yeah, a fuck boy implies that it works.
I think he can be an effectual fuckboy. I mean, he gets shot because he tells someone. Because incel is that you're like, oh, no one will fuck me because women hate men. Like, I want to fuck, but no one will let me fuck. Like, a fuckboy's kind of like a vibe, you know? Like, it's telling someone, hey, I'm the man everyone in the country is hunting. Do you want to fuck?
It is Luigi Mangione flirting with the Starbucks.
Yeah.
The woman at Starbucks.
Yeah. It's gonna be like, I did that.
Anyway, so he do we want to go through the plot of this, or the premise is he has to
Look, he runs a bunch.
He runs a bunch. He has some disguises, some japes.
He meets up with a revolutionary YouTuber, Michael Cera.
It's a reunion. It's a Scott Pilgrim reunion.
And then he takes a hostage.
So, two things that I hear about this movie a lot are it has really odd pacing, which, yes.
Yeah.
It's an Edgar Wright movie. Have these people never seen an Edgar Wright movie before?
They don't know they have.
See, you keep saying, I think the fact that this movie isn't making money implies that only Edgar Wright fans are going to see this movie. So the people who go into this movie being like that has weird pacing.
To see it.
There were people in the theater.
Yeah,
with
those
us.
people are the ones saying it has weird pacing. Like most people don't. We live in a world where we went to film school, and that's something we're very passionate about. So we know these things. But like, does anyone know who directed Spider-Man: Homecoming? You know, like, if you don't know who directs the movies they do, people don't respect the artist.
Sure,
they're just there to get fed.
Sure, but I think I just think Edgar Wright fans go to see Edgar Wright movies, and
Yeah,
Edgar Wright,
that's true.
yeah, and that's so.
And all Edgar Wright fans are like film people.
And so the people saying that this movie has weird pacing is
Are people who
like,
said, "Oh, The Running Man, that looks interesting," and went to see it.
sure,
Yeah.
maybe
Because the people who are Edgar Wright fans say, "Have you ever seen an Edgar Wright film before?"
yeah, they have such weird pacing. I think Hot Fuzz might be the best made movie ever, and that movie is so strangely
Yeah, that's
paced.
the complaint can only come from people who don't watch Edgar Wright films.
Maybe I'm hearing it from like critics though, like film critics though. So but it has weird pacing. The thing that I hear a lot is that it says nothing. And I disagree that it says nothing. I think it says something over and over and over again.
It literally ends with him performing an execution on a CEO.
I think that it has the message it wants to deliver, and it doesn't know how it wants to deliver it.
But it's very clear.
But it's very straightforward. It beats you over the head with it, kind of similarly that One Battle After Another does.
Yeah.
Now that movie says it more like nuanced than Running Man does, but they're both...
Running Man ends with a public execution.
Yes.
What do you mean it's not saying anything?
A lot of the people who say that it doesn't say anything, or not doesn't say anything, but that it was pulling punches, are people who read the book and wanted the 9/11 ending.
Yeah.
Which I haven't read the book. I imagine that ending is incredibly impactful, incredibly profound, but it's also a little too nihilistic for the tone of movie Edgar Wright is making.
Yeah, but I do agree. I always want to see a 9/11 movie. Like, that's something I would love to see, a movie that ends with someone like flying a plane into like Amazon headquarters. I think we need more movies that say the good guys do terrorist acts, is what I'm saying.
Agreed. This movie says over and over and over again, fuck rich people and the government doesn't care about you.
Yeah.
Over and over. The government is out to get you. It is killing its own citizens.
The most character development in this movie is a rich woman is coming to terms with her privilege.
Yes. Is you made me feel like a bad person, and now I need to prove that I'm not. You don't need to prove anything to me. I don't need to prove it to you.
Yeah.
Like... the whole Michael Cera's character is a revolutionary.
He kills cops, and it's shown as both being good and hilarious.
Yes, is a revolutionary leftist
who kills cops in a way that is good.
Yes,
and fun. No, it's enough. It's hard enough to find a movie that says killing a cop is good.
Mm-hmm.
This might be the only movie that says, and also it's really funny when you do it. It's hilarious when you kill him. That you should do so in a funny way.
Yeah. Like, I think it's fascinating that this movie and One Battle After Another came out basically within
it's like
a
if
month
Civil
of each
War
other.
ended with Nick Offerman's character dying in a slapstick fashion. Like, what do you... This movie is so anti corporation.
I think,
and cop.
Yeah, I think One Battle After Another. We saw that movie in theaters. We decided not to do an episode about it, but I think it is interesting that these movies are both saying the same thing in two very different ways.
And it also does the same thing where it not only says that these people are bad, but they're fucking silly losers.
Yes, and
that's what One Battle After Another says. Every bad person in that movie is a silly, pathetic loser who also happens to be a terrible fascist.
The one thing that One Battle After Another says the Running Man really doesn't is that white people should not be the lead of the revolution. But also, Running Man kind of does say that when the black family are his primary source of safety.
Yeah.
And they're the ones who older brother is the one leading the underground
Well, also
videos.
the Running Man doesn't say because it's a movie that's more about class war.
Yeah, fair enough. Another thing that I hear is, and this is the thing I vehemently disagree with, is Edgar Wright is doing nothing here. Anyone could have directed this. This is Edgar Wright's least stylized movie, probably. but also it's incredible. It has all of the Edgar Wright like technique.
No, also that's like
It doesn't
saying-
have his whip. It does not have his whip pan quick cuts that like Shaun of the Dead or Baby Driver have. But also, he made those movies in his 20s and 30s.
Well,
The man is 51.
It's also kind of a shitty critique because it's like saying anyone could make any movie. It would just be a different movie then.
No, but that the movie itself is so like uninspired stylistically that it feels like literally anyone that you and I could have made it, which I disagree vehemently.
Yeah, Florence Pugh would have been in it if I made it.
It does not have his whip pan, like a lot of his whip pans that like his earlier movies do, but it has his like harsh transitions, his like very visual like moving transitions. It has his like I don't think there's anything synced to the music.
I mean, the car,
but there
the,
is
the
like
car chase feels really,
is synced to the beat, like
and
is,
the way it's shot feels like something
Yeah.
of his.
I
Like you
feel
could slip that slot into like you could take the choreographedness of that,
yes,
the choreography, and like put that into Baby Driver with a few tweaks.
or like when it squashes the something, the melon or something on the game show, and then it immediately cuts to him in the elevator.
Yeah.
That is an Edgar Wright trademark. Is the like the juxtaposition of these two images,
Yeah.
and he's using it as a transition point, and like the entire I think the thing people wanted was basically the cops in the house to be synced to a song. But it isn't. It's synced to a beat, though it's synced to the rhythm of the music that's being played.
Yeah.
It's just not synced to the exact, like, it's not "Don't Stop Me Now" and let's beat the...
Yeah.
And I think they wanted that. I also think... my brother said this, and it is true that no one saw Last Night in Soho, that the last Edgar Wright movie people saw was Baby Driver, and people wanted Running Man to be Baby Driver. Baby Driver was made 10 years ago. It was, and also if you watch all of his films up until that point, that feels like an ending, like that feels like a conclusion of that style. And I know no one saw Last Night in Soho, but like Last Night in Soho is the transition. Like it is him going from like, I'm a much calmer director now. Like I have my techniques.
See, he's running the classic problem, which is once you do something, you can't stop doing it.
But
or everyone will be angry at you.
But it's not
We're
even
seeing it with Meghan Trainor.
But it's not even that he's stopping doing it. He is, yes, he doesn't do like the whip pan, whatever that he did.
He's having an artistic evolution.
But like
people hate that.
It's not even. I mean, yes, it's an artistic evolution,
If someone's losing
but
their
it's
entire,
the mellowing.
If someone's losing
It's
their
like-
entire fan base because they lost weight, you're going to lose fans when you change your style even a little bit.
Yeah.
Think about how many people didn't like Danger Days.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
You change your style even a little bit, and everyone's like, "But that's not what I had before."
But Baby Driver like felt like an end of that era purposefully. Like I watched that movie and I was like, oh, he is saying goodbye to the like hyper like
Yeah, but
the hyperactive filmmaking, because let's make an entire movie of hyperactive
people aren't
filmmaking.
gonna like the mellowing, and most people aren't thinking that. Most people aren't thinking about when they watch a movie, what does this represent in the director's artistic journey?
Sure.
They just go to see
Sure.
the next movie and they're like, this isn't what I had.
But the thing is, I think if he gave them Baby Driver 2, it would feel samey. It would feel hollow. Like
And it would be doing a lot better.
maybe. I don't think so.
People, the mass market doesn't care about samey.
But I
hollow
don't.
feeling.
I don't think. It
Or
would
rather,
be
it
doing
takes
better.
a long.
I think-
It takes a long time for them to get tired of that. Like how many Marvel movies they made before people started to fall off.
And the film school kids did fall off way before everyone else
Yeah.
did. There was a part of me when I saw Last Night in Soho, I wasn't disappointed with the visual. I actually was very excited, like, oh, he is maturing and mellowing and trying to find his new visual, but he's keeping his techniques. But there was a part of me that was like, I would have been interested to see this be like snappier, but also I think that movie would completely fail if it were snappier. Last Night in Soho rules. Actually, Last Night in Soho is a lot like Running Man in that they're both very flawed movies that are oddly
It's about
paced.
the Soho Dolls, right?
Yeah.
That's a good band. Why does no one ever talk about the Soho Dolls anymore?
But I love it deeply, and I think that there are glaring flaws in it that I don't care. It's a movie that I understand people's critiques with it, but it's so fun. It's so fun.
It's a good fun. I was glad to have my popcorn because I needed it for this popcorn flick.
It's I think if it weren't fun, I would agree with basically everything and I would not love this movie. But I think it is more fun than it is flawed.
I mean, you have fucking Michael Cera, like, killing cops.
Like, unironically, this is my second favorite movie of the year. Sinners being number one. And I'm not pretending they're on the same caliber of like storytelling quality or storytelling consistency, but I am saying that Sinners is fun and a masterpiece, but like also a masterpiece of storytelling. This has flaws in storytelling, but it is a masterpiece in fun.
It's so
it
fun.
It is a 12 out of 10 on the fun scale and like a 6 on the story coherency scale. And I
mean, you say that he runs the entire time.
That's fair. And he plays a completely different person from scene to scene. Oftentimes within the same scene, he completely has line readings that don't match up with the previous line reading. But it doesn't matter because it propels itself forward. This movie is oddly paced in a way that an Edgar Wright film is, but also in the way that an Edgar Wright film is. It is always propelling itself
Yeah, it never
forward.
slows down.
It doesn't slow down, even if it never meanders, but even if it's like, we're going to stay here for a little while, but the story always feels like it's moving. Like, I've said before, I think Hot Fuzz might be, on a technical level, one of, if not the best movie ever made. But I also think that Hot Fuzz is so numbingly slow at some points, but
that's just what it's like.
Never feel.
That's just what it's like in rural England.
But it never feels slow because the story is constantly moving forward. Like, this movie has points where it basically whole stops. Like them in the house, like in the house in Boston, and he's like just dumping exposition. Like, this fantastic scene, I love it. But it is an expedition dump, and like the story stops. But at no point does it feel like the movie has, like, the pulse of the movie has stopped. It is constantly moving forward. So I think if you're trying, I'm not saying don't analyze this movie, because I think this is a very interesting case of like, you can analyze this movie and there are flaws with it, but I think like what works about it is what's more important than what doesn't. And also that like, what doesn't work about it are features of the director, not flaws in the story. Does that make sense? Yeah. Also, I have not read the book. I have heard that up until the end, it is a little too faithful of an adaptation, like kind of to the movie's detriment at points. But also, I haven't read the book. I can't attest to that. I don't know how long The Running Man is. He
actually has a postscript in the book saying, I want this character to be played by Michael Cera, which is weird because Michael Cera wasn't born yet.
Yeah. I imagine it's like any good Stephen King adaptation where it's
child orgy.
Let's directly adapt the book, but ignore all of the meandering stupid parts.
We removed the child orgy that's in every Stephen King book.
Another complaint that I keep hearing, and I've mentioned this a couple times, and it's that the script is I don't know if it's the script is inconsistent or it's Glenn Powell's delivery of lines is often inconsistent from line reading to line reading. And yeah, but also I can kind of explain that away with him being the angriest person in the world on a reality TV show, and it being like a heightened real
that's something that really stuck out to me is like, oh, he's reading lines weird. I just
it did more the second time than the first time.
He seems really emotional all the time.
I especially in the hostage scene noticed it the second time I saw this movie Monday. You and I saw this the day it came out, and then I saw this movie Monday. I noticed it earlier this week when I watched it, that especially in the hostage scene, like from line reading to line reading, he varies wildly.
Maybe he has bipolarism.
Maybe he can't get meds. Maybe that's why he's the angriest man in the world.
He doesn't have his bipolar medication.
But I think Glenn Powell does a very good job.
Yeah, he's great in this fucking film.
I think I haven't seen.
And he has a great ass.
Yeah, he does. I haven't seen Glenn Powell in anything.
Do you think this movie would have been enhanced if we saw his dong?
I don't think it would have hurt the movie, but I don't think it would have enhanced the movie. I think it all depends.
They show his dick, right? You see the little camera or...
So you're saying when the towel falls...
Yeah. Or when he's running, you see his dick, right? The little camera drone comes up. It cuts to his dick in the studio. The host says that's the dick of a communist.
See, I think pointing it out would be bad.
No, I think that right.
I think if the towel fell and you just see like a full body swing and bring no mention to it, I don't think it hurts or helps the movie. I don't care that we don't see his dick. At no point was I thinking we were ever going to see his dick.
I thought we might have seen him.
Anyway, back to the Running Man. Basically, everyone in this movie is doing fantastic with what they have.
Yeah, no one's bad in this movie.
No. This movie is written by Michael Bacall and Edgar Wright. And did you notice in the credits that it was written by Michael Bacall and Edgar Wright?
No.
He's listed twice.
Why?
My guess is because they do the ampersand and the word and. I don't know this. I may have get the specifics wrong, but generally, the ampersand means you were a writing duo, and the and means two separate people wrote this. So I think Michael Bacall wrote the first draft, and then he and Edgar Wright together wrote the subsequent drafts. I think some way in his contract that he was able to, rather than get story by Michael Bacall, written by Michael Bacall and Edgar Wright, it was written by Michael Bacall and Michael Bacall and Edgar Wright.
That's stupid.
I saw it Friday and I thought it was wrong.
So
I thought I saw it wrong. Yeah, WGA rules are stupid or weird, but I thought I saw it wrong, and then I specifically was looking out for it Monday, and they did it. I saw it again, so I'm like, I'm not crazy. He is listed as the writer twice. Also, produced by Nira Park, who does all of Edgar Wright's movies.
You may know her brother Lincoln.
Yeah, Lincoln Park.
I'm happy with that one.
I'm happy for you. Michael Cera, who plays Scott Pilgrim in this movie, plays a revolutionary,
hot dog revolutionary
whose father was a cop and was a good cop though, because those exist because it's fiction.
Yeah.
And then when the network took over the police force, he quit the police force. But his dad goes from being a cop to a hot dog vendor. He was just oh my god,
a more valued member of our society.
Agreed. There's a very specific line, something like rather be an honorable hot dog vendor than a dirty cop, or something like that. And then all of the cops who joined the network kill him, and that's what sparks Michael Cera's revolutionary.
I gotta say, I'm like 1,000 times more excited to see like a hot dog guy than a cop. Like I didn't eat any hot dogs in Boston because I was trying everything else. But like next time I go back, I'm going to just have one of the hot dogs. One of my favorite memories of Washington D.C. is finding a hot dog stand and eating a hot dog. And like that was a great time I had. I really wish that that there's more hot dog stands in the. I wish there's a lot in Boston, just because I think they have a lot of
Yeah.
like, common walking areas.
Yeah.
But I was like, holy fuck, I love me a hot. I'm rambling. I just love a hot dog, dude. I love me a hot dog. I love me a hot dog from Hot Dog Stand.
Though this movie actually kind of similarly, not as obviously as One Battle After Another does, not to bring that movie up again, but kind of does it
We're gonna
in some
bring it.
way.
It's the year of fuck the rich.
Yeah, but in the same way, it is saying that white people maybe shouldn't be the leader of revolutionary because they want more of the attention. Not that Michael Cera's character doesn't want the revolution, but he also desires the attention when his mom is about to call the network and Glenn
See,
is
I didn't read that as the
basically
attention.
saying,
I think he just wanted to kill cops.
I
how-
think he
you
wanted
look-
he wanted the bloodbath. He
Yeah.
wanted the rush.
You look at how many traps he installed in his house, and
Yeah.
he wanted to fucking use them.
Yeah. I think that's kind of what that's saying is that like he in that moment cared more about the rush of using the traps than he did about actually getting the man out.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't do any of the traps or anything, like they would have gotten out immediately and he would have gotten to the bunker. But it's the fact that like in that moment,
Well, the bunker that wasn't there.
sure. But in that moment, like the bunker they thought that was,
Yeah.
they would have realized the bunker wasn't there. Together, he would have been alive. But in that moment, he desired more of the thrill of like setting off his traps and seeing the fruits of his labor than actually like propelling the revolution forward.
Yeah.
Or because he's the initiator and his entire job was to get the initiator away from that situation, and instead he brought the situation there. So like it is kind of saying that, just not as like definely as One Battle After Another is, but how the black family was the slower like the more methodical plan, while he was more of the like I wanted to see the world burn, and they were like I wanted long-term change.
Yeah.
But then it also says it in the end when he murders a CEO on screen.
Which is great.
Yes. I'm trying to see if there's anything else about this movie that like I keep hearing repeatedly. Those are the consistent ones that like Edgar Wright isn't Edgar Wrighting. Edgar Wright isn't really doing anything. He's not Edgar Wrighting. The story is totally inconsistent, which yes it is. But it's more fun than it is anything. What are your thoughts on the William H. Macy as Molly, like finding out that he didn't need to join the running, the like, I was going to make you a partner, and finding out, I guess I should have told you a day earlier. Like, I wanted it to be a surprise, but I guess I should have told you a day earlier. Like,
I have no strong feelings on it. I thought it was a nice scene, but I don't have any strong feelings on it affecting the story either way.
I think I don't know. I just think it's a deeply sad notion that like in the end he didn't need that.
Yeah, it's incredibly sad.
That he did it because he thought he had to, and in that moment, based on everything he knew,
it's a very
he had to get it done.
Very real tragedy.
Yeah. And it turns out like William H. Macy's delivery of the line, or when Glenn Powell is like, Molly, I had to do it, and William H. Macy's like, no, you didn't. And that line, I think, is so expertly delivered. He's in like 2 scenes, and Molly is one of my favorite characters in this movie.
I mean, he kills it in everything he's in.
What are you doing? Are you looking up hot dogs?
No.
Can we we're talking about the movie. Jesus Christ. Be a
Dude, I
goddamn...
could tear up a fucking hot dog right now. Sorry.
We'll get hot dogs later. We'll be a professional right now. We're trying to steer. We're trying to steer this plane into
If
a
I
building.
was a professional, I would have a contract that says I need to have a hot dog before I record. All right. Hot dogs are the food of the proletariat, of the revolutionary.
I'm trying to land this plane into the building.
I'm
Okay, I'm trying to like bring us home. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
sorry.
Fuck it. This movie rules. Do you have any final thoughts so that you can go
Michael
get your
Cera
hot
has been
dogs?
great in everything he's been in recently, and I'm just so glad I get to see my beautiful boy on the screen. Also, for your information, I wasn't looking up hot dogs. I was trying to figure out the best way to get to Sheets, which happens to have
Yeah.
hot dogs.
Yeah. We didn't even mention Coleman Domingo. He's fantastic in this movie as Bobby T.
Yeah.
As the host. He rules. The complete like
Well, we said everyone was great.
yeah, but we didn't specifically even. He's such a big part of this movie, and we didn't even mention him. This whole thing is a job to me. That like I'm so far removed from the reality of the situation that I am inciting violence. I am getting paid to incite violence that I don't necessarily agree or disagree with. It's just the thing that pays my bills.
Yeah, he doesn't even care about the other side of it.
No, and when season 7,
When everything goes off the rails,
at the
he
end-
immediately is like, you know what? I'm out.
and he's like, when they threaten to kill him, and he's like, they're written in my contract, it's page 47 in the tiniest of fonts is a line that just says, fuck you. And like, he's a man with no moral except for
No conviction.
my robot puts my pants on one leg at
Yeah.
a time too. His introduction of like, I'm just like you, my robot puts my pants on one leg at a time is so funny because I think he thinks it's funny.
He definitely thinks it's funny.
But I don't know. He thinks it's a joke. He thinks it's funny, but I don't know if he realizes like to what degree it is not. Like to what degree these people's lives are like actually different from him. Like he realizes that he's different and quote unquote better than them, but I don't think he like that line is like I don't think he fully acknowledges or understands the ramification of like 1 week of this game. If they can survive 1 week, they are set for life. And then they have to survive 3 more weeks.
Because they get $1,000 for 1 week.
But he wins the game. But he doesn't get the money because it's rigged and blah blah blah.
Because $1,000 for 1 week.
It's $86,000 for 1 week.
Well, that's because he kills.
No, it's
No?
if he survives 1 week,
It's 86.
it's 86,000.
Oh, okay. I guess I got just hooked on the. What's the 1,000 for? There was definitely the 1,000 flash on the screen.
It was 1,000 for the day, and they start off with
Oh.
1,000.
Okay,
They start off with 1,000, and then they earn $1,000 a day that doubles every day, plus 5,000 at the end of the week. To the point where, so he roughly $27 million.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot of money.
So yeah, no, this is not. This
Would
is
you do the
set
Running
for-
Man?
No, I would die immediately.
What would you try to do it?
No, I would die immediately.
What would you do for $1 million?
I don't something that wouldn't kill me.
Would you? Okay, hear me out. The Clowning Man.
What is the?
I'm not sure what the end result is, but you're being chased by clowns.
Plural?
You don't die.
Clowns plural.
Yeah, like the hunters, but they're clowns.
No, maybe clowns singular.
Maybe they're clown women, and you have to fuck them if they catch you.
no.
Maybe you could make $26 million.
You know what? For $27 million,
It's the same payout rate without the killings. You can't kill the clowns as the Running Man.
Jesus Christ. If I don't die, for that money,
you get the head start, and then there's just. But I think there's maybe more. There's like a lot of clowns. There's more. Because they're not as deadly because they can't just shoot you.
So I don't like this at all.
You're running through the country pursued by what I'm going to describe as a horde of clowns.
No, I hate that it's horde. Why can't it just be the 5?
Well, because the 5 works, so they can just shoot you and you're dead. That's the end of the game. Where these people have to physically catch you, so then you have to make love to them. So there's a lot.
That is rape.
Well, you've
I
consented.
would be raped
You
by a
consented because you
clown.
signed the contract. You've consented. It's not like we surprised you. Like, hey, if they catch you, they're gonna fuck you. You signed a contract knowing this. You're being taken sexually advantage of, but it's not rape. You've consented to. Yeah, if the clowns catch me, I'm gonna have to fuck them.
So I have to
1 month, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And everyone can report where you are to the clowns.
I guess. Yeah, for the
I'm
end goal of $1 billion.
I'm obviously the executive in this situation because right now I'm giggling at the idea of watching footage of you going, "Oh no!" and you look in the distance, it's dun 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 dun, and they're like coming over the hill. Honk honk. They all have horns too.
Okay, so
The clowning man, and we the what's the actor's name?
Glenn Powell?
No, the host.
Oh, Josh Brolin. No, Coleman Domingo.
Yeah, he's just him. He's not playing a character. It's him, and he's the host.
And it's all the regular. I still have to have 10 minutes of. I think I might still blow up a hotel room.
You still have to turn in your clown 10 minutes each day.
I'm not dead, just shit eaters.
We don't know why he said that. The clowns aren't going to kill him. And instead of yelling like, chase him down, they're like, fuck him good! Fuck him good!
All right.
Where's the honking man a better?
That's the end. Do you want to do socials?
Yeah, so if you want to, I'm going to put mine first, because if you want to start getting the pre-season teases of the honking man, this show where I hire 200 clown women to chase Harrison across the country. Oh, and the masked one, because they're all kind of masked. The big masked one with a lot of clown stuff on, that's Geneva. That's the twist. Ooh. If you want to see the preseason teases for the honking man, you can follow me on Midwest_magician, where I'm going to share it. If you want to email me your clown woman resume to be on the honking man as one of the clowns, you can send that to twomenmoviepodcast@gmail.com. If you want to see the YouTube, where you can watch the trailers for The Honking Man, Two Men and a Movie Podcast on YouTube. If you want to follow what will become The Honking Man Instagram, we will change it when the time comes. Two Men Movie Podcast on Instagram.
Are you going to be selling merch on the store for The Honking Man?
I might mock up some Honking Man merch.
Send me the designs first, please.
How? But it'll be a clown.
No. It is. I would like approval before you have me sell clown merch.
What if it's just the Running Man logo, but I make the silhouette clearly a clown?
I'm fine with that. Again, this is why I want you to send it to me. Also, Marvin the Movie Walrus gives this movie 2 fins up.
He does. He loves it. He says, I love Michael Cera more than I love fish.
You can find...
His voice has changed every time I've done it. Is it more like this usually? Michael Cera is better than a trout.
I use this voice. 2 fins up.
2 fins
anyway,
up. He's better than a trout.
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Lemonade at harrisonpool.
We'll be posting his 10-minute a day updates.
At harrisonpool.com, HARRISONPOOLEDOTCOM, harrisonpool.com. You can follow me on Letterboxd at HDPOOLE124, where I gave this movie 5 stars, and I will shout it to the rooftops. I don't care. This movie rules.
And you can follow him on Peacock, where we will be showing The Honking Man. It will be a Peacock show.
Thank you so much to Tristan Hostetter for our theme music. Thank you guys for listening. Tune in next week for our Thanksgiving episode, where apparently we're reviewing a YouTube video.
Yeah.
It'll mostly just be talks for how we're going to follow the end of the year, and we're going to shoot shit and waste time. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Tune in next week for that. So long and good night.
Hugs and kisses. Honk him down.
This is Matthew and Harrison's Two Men in a Movie. It's not what it sounds like.